Okay, guys, welcome to day 32 of the 100-day nutrition course. So we're going to carry on from willpower and move on to the food environment. So how your surroundings make you eat more. And this is going to kind of follow on from that willpower talk. So we spoke previously about willpower being a limited resource. So the more choices you make requiring willpower, the lower your willpower will go through the day. So on average, we make 200 decisions per day about food, and we said that yesterday, and we start to see how minimizing these decisions or designing our environment to help us make better decisions can have large impacts on our weight and weight loss efforts. So this is an excellent book called Slim by Design. For the It's worth like having a little skim through it. It'll give you some context of the power of your food environment. So it'll help you kind of assess your own home and make sure that it's kind of working for you rather than against you. It's easier to change your eating environment than change your mind. Willpower alone won't conquer bad eating habits for 90% of us. Fortunately, there are lots of innovative and proven solutions that can make us be slim by design, as the book's called. Instead of always trying to be mindful of what we eat 24/7, we can tweak small things in our own, that should be our home, workplaces, and the book actually covers restaurants, schools, and the supermarket as well. So you give your home an MOT. So it appears most people lapse on the diet at home, especially in the evenings. You've had your tea, you've had a long day, then we start thinking, oh, well, I wouldn't mind having some cereal, some cookies, some whatever that might be. So give yourself the best chance of success by designing your home to keep you thin. So don't believe us? There's a women who left their breakfast cereal visible in the kitchen weighed on average 21 pounds more than their counterparts in sight in stomach. So if it's there and it's something you like, especially, you're going to be more tempted to eat it. This is the same for things like crisps, cookies, crackers, soft drinks, like all that kind of stuff. If it's there, you're more likely to eat it. And those that display fresh fruit tend to be lighter. So if you've got fruit on display, you're more likely to eat it. Whereas if it's away, like in a fridge or cupboard or whatever, then you're less likely to choose that option. So the take home from this is declutter your kitchen to keep food out of your mind. What else can we do? So don't allow your kitchen to become empty because that can lead to you ordering poor quality food. Instead have high protein options and ready to eat veg at eye level in the fridge. You don't want it to be empty because then you go shopping. If you're hungry, you go shopping, you buy all sorts of crap. Make your kitchen less loungeable. The more time you spend in there, the more you're thinking of food. Make tempting foods invisible and inconvenient. So try and keep them out of your eye line. Make healthy food visible. You're 3 times more likely to eat the four you see first, food you see first, than the fifth. Remove the TV or anything distracting to prevent mindless overeating, like we talked about yesterday. So conducting the MOT, the checklist has checklists for kitchen, fridge, freezer, cupboards, dishes, pantry, counters, dining table, and it's scored out of 100. Basically, what you do is you check against whether you have or haven't got the thing that says, so is there a television in your kitchen? If there is, tick it. If there isn't, then don't. And then you build a score out of 100. No one will score 100. 20 to 30 is average on the first time. Scores are less than 40 tend to mean your house is working against you. 60 plus, it's working for you. More than anything, it just gives you something to work towards. So if you can start making those little tweaks, if you're bad for picking, if you're bad for just being a bit impulsive with your food, then I recommend getting hold of that book and getting the full scorecard to work through. As your workplace, the average office worker has 476 calories worth of food within their desk or at arm's reach, which is a lot. It probably won't look a lot, it'll just be chocolates and sweets and things like that that are easy to knock a lot of calories in for not a lot of food. People who have sweets or chocolate on their desk on average weigh 15 pounds more than those who didn't. So in those past webinars, we talked about secretaries the ones who've got it accessible, more likely to eat it. So just try and eat away from your desk if you can. I know sometimes work doesn't allow for that, but they should. And if you can, get away from your desk and eat a meal away from there. prepare your lunch, you're more likely to make poor choices when you're hungry at work than when you're full at home. So just try and have something made that you know is going to be better for your goals. The book provides nearly 100 solutions. If you want to learn more, it's definitely worth buying. So the summary, willpower alone is not enough, and our food environment can be responsible for overconsumption and weight gain. The more we see and think about food, the more we consume. Sounds simple, but it's still something that a lot of us aren't changing, so it's definitely worth being more proactive with this. We can, however, design our environment to make it work for us, not against us. Take the Slim by Design Home MOT to see how you score. You might be able to find it online, but if not, try and get hold of the book. Implement gradual changes and retake the MOT in the coming months just to make sure you've started to change. And the goal is to try and get a score of at least 40, but if you can start building on that, even better, because it's only going to make your diet and life a lot easier. So next webinar, we've got what's the best diet. So there's a few that we go into on this one, and magically there isn't just one. So we'll go over that tomorrow. Okay, cheers guys.